Hey guys, MeLikeBigBoom here, bringing you guys a comparison video between the new 6-wheel Dubsta 6x6 and the previous Vapid Sandking Xl that was the off-road vehicle of choice. Now that this Dubsta has been introduced in this new update, we now have a new competitor in the off-road vehicles of Grand Theft Auto, and I figured that I would do a comparison between arguably the current top 2 off-road vehicles in Grand Theft Auto 5. So first off, I'm going to time how long it takes for each vehicle to go down the airstrip, which I believe is about like half a mile or so, around the horse track, which is right here in this location if you guys want to do it yourself, and then also the time it takes to go up this very steep hill. Now I'm going to time how long it takes for each vehicle to pass each one of these tests, and then at the end I'm going to compare all of them and figure out which one's the winner. So first up, we're going to go with the Vapid Sandking Xl. This has been in the game ever since it came out back in September, and so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do the airstrip. Now starting from the beginning of the airstrip, it drives all the way down. Now to keep it as consistent as possible, I just did straight up 100% throttle all the way through this and tried to keep as close to that middle line of the runway as possible. And once I reached the end of the runway, the Vapid Sandking Xl has 25.904 seconds to go down that. Now for the next test, we're going to see how long it takes for it to do a lap around the horse track or horse racing track or whatever. Anyway, it's a flat off-road dirt road where these cars are really meant to be driven, not on the road but off the road, and so this is where all the cars are truly supposed to show their colors. And the Vapid Sandking, once it reaches the very end, it gets 40.307 seconds. Now for the vertical uphill climb, I tried to keep it as close as possible between the two vehicles when they're going up this, and at the end of this, the Vapid Sandking gets 30.933 seconds, and then it flies all the way down the mountain and crashes, and then falls into the river. So those were all the tests that were taken. Now when you compile all the data, the Vapid Sandking Xl gets in a straight line 25.9 seconds. On the off-road horse racetrack, it gets 40.307 around the track, and when going vertically uphill, it gets 30.933 seconds to get all the way up to the top. Moving on to the Benefactor Dubsta 6x6. This came out yesterday in the I'm Not a Hipster update, and it is an amazing car, but I really wanted to see if I was wasting my time with it. I mean, it may look awesome with its 6 wheels and all, but for all we know, it could be performing less than the Vapid Sandking and getting me to where I need to go slower. So let's see how it stacks up against the Vapid Sandking. So in the straight line, as it starts going down, it gets 23.798 seconds. So significantly faster, I think 2 seconds faster than the Vapid Sandking, and so it won in that test, but I will compile the data at the very end of the video. As it goes around the horse racetrack, it gets 37.331, once again faster than the Vapid Sandking, so it looks like the Benefactor Dubsta is turning out to be even better than the Vapid Sandking. But then now in this uphill test, this is where the Benefactor Dubsta does amazing. I think maybe because of the 4 wheels in the back all being powered by the V12 engine, this thing just flies up the mountain. It was able to make it all the way up to the top in 22.864 seconds. This thing flies up the hill. It really does, and it's amazing. So when you're going uphill, all the weight of the car is on the back wheels, and it happens to be that the Benefactor Dubsta has 4 wheels in the rear, and it's sending a lot of horsepower to those wheels. It's able to fly up these mountains with astonishing speed and get up to the top in 22 seconds, and then also explode when it hits the bottom. So after all the data was compiled, the Benefactor Dubsta won in every single one of the categories, including style category. In the straight line, it got around 2 seconds faster than the Vapid Sandking. On the off-road racetrack, it got around 3 seconds faster, and then on the uphill, it got 8 seconds faster. So if you're looking for something for you to buy in online, I think the Benefactor Dubsta is going to be a great choice for you. That is if you are level 100 and you have around $250,000 laying around. Then you can buy this car and take you and 6 of your friends up hills really fast. So if there are any races to the top of Mount Chiliad, you know what car to take. So, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to rate, comment, subscribe, and do all that gibberish because me like Big Boom is out.